Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Snake Lady and today I have little Apollonia here with me. So yeah, she was just snoozing in her little rock hide. So yeah, she's all right. She's just sort of being investigative. I can never say that word. Yeah, she's just sort of mooching around and having a look and stuff. So a little update on her. No eggs. This year anyway. I mean, I don't think so. We're still sort of, as I'm filming this, we're in July, so there's still a chance that she might lay some eggs, but Athene's the only one that's done that so far this year. So I've looked every day in on this one and she's not laid any. I felt down her body. I can't actually feel any eggs inside her body. So anyway, yeah, so she's doing fine. She's eating and, you know, drinking, shedding, pooping, all the rest of it. So she's doing fine. So today I wanted to show you a video of myself updating my snakes' hides. Now this will be my corn snakes and my Mexican black king snake, because they have that sort of Cottagecore Forestcore kind of theme going on with their tanks. So I'm basically updating their hides because some of their old ones have got a bit sort of they've got little sort of chunks out of them, bits missing, bits that have just kind of maybe had other hides not fall on them but sort of rub against the hides that I made. And like with the Sclepions, there's just a little bit on the corner that's missing. They've been pooped on, they've had all sorts of things go on with them. So what I'm going to do is chuck the old hides away that I made and then just, you know, show you a video of me making some new ones and updated ones. So yeah, again, this will have like a Cottagecore Forestcore kind of feel to it. So yeah, I'm not going to gab on too much, otherwise this video will be so long. But yeah, so without any further ado, I shall just get straight on with it, and thanks very much for watching. So as you can see, I've had to cut up the box a little bit to actually make it fit in their vivarium. So that's all the little bits and bobs over there. And yeah, so I'm left with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some masking tape and just put that all around the box. And yeah, that should hopefully hold it all together, and then I can get painting. As you can see, I've covered this box in masking tape. I've added these little bits, they weren't here before, these bits of cardboard, I've taped those on as well. So yeah, there's the brown bit inside still. I mean, I'm going to paint all over this anyway, so you won't be able to see that. And yeah, so all of it's been taped over, and I'll get on and paint it. So I'm going to try and mix in this sort of browny colour or burnt umber and some silver, and just see what sort of colour we come up with for the sort of wood effect. I do actually quite like that. It's sort of brown with like a sort of silvery undertone. So yeah, I'm really liking that. And I'm just going to see what it looks like on here. Just give this a little bit of a paint. Yeah, it looks all right. That looks fine. I know it looks like I'm painted with chocolate. No jokes, please. But yeah, no, that looks okay. So I think I'm going to go with that, and yeah, just see how we get on. Painted the box this lovely brown colour, and inside I've just painted it like a sort of, I don't know what you would call that really, like a goldy khaki sort of colour. So I've just done that for the inside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to paint along here and give it a more sort of wood effect. So yeah, I'm going to get straight on with that. So what I forgot to mention was I wanted to add like a grass effect, so there we go. I've got some green paint in there, and I'm just going to paint like a little grass effect along here. Right, so I have these stickers here, so it's just a mixture of like, so you can see it with the light, but toadstools and different flowers and plants and things. So yeah, I think I'm going to use these and stick them onto this box. Excuse the biscuits. Yeah, so I'm going to be sticking them on the side and the front and everything, and the back of the box. So as you can see, I've done the wood grain bit as well. So yeah, I'm going to get on and unravel all these stickers and start applying them. So I've decided that I'm going to actually add some moss to this, or moss looking kind of thing. Right, so I've got these leaves that I got from the range, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put them on top of these hides that I've made. And yeah, and just give them a bit of greenery. Okay, so as well as that big leaf to go on that hide, I think I'm going to put some of these little toadstools on as well. So I'm going to take the green bits off and then sort of cut them down a bit, put a bit of Mod Podge on just to seal everything in, and then just put them on the hide. So I will use them. I've also got some of these little sort of daffodil type flowers, the little picks. I can't remember where I got them from, whether it was the range or Hobbycraft or somewhere. So what I'll do is I'll probably just, I don't know, I'm trying to work out what I want to do with these, but I'll definitely put them on the hide somewhere. So yeah, they've got one stem there, and then they've got a few little ones attached to the flower. So I might cut like a couple off and put them on the hides as well, just because they look cute. I'm going to put the toadstools on like here and here. And then I'll probably put all the flowers and leaves and stuff on afterwards. So yeah, I'm just dealing with the top of the hide at the moment. Right, so now I'm going to use some Mod Podge just to seal everything in. Whoops, I'll just move it out of the way. Just to seal everything in and make sure that it's sort of remotely waterproof. So yeah, I'm going to get on and do that. This is the finished product, and that's Athene's. That one is Apollonia's. This one is Artemis. This one is Astraea's. And the boys, which look slightly different, so that one is Caduceus's, and that one is Asclepion's. So yeah, they all look really good. Trying to get the best light I can, but the sun's just gone in. So but yeah, so that's all of them there. They're all completed, and yeah, I've really enjoyed making them. As you can see, I have actually cut a door in this little like hat box thing that I've got for their tree stump hide, I think you call it. So yeah, I've cut a little door in there, as you can see, and I've wrapped it. I didn't film myself wrapping it. I didn't film myself wrapping it with the masking tape because it was an absolute bugger to get done. It really was. As you can see, I mean, it looks okay. I just like to have this on here because it kind of keeps the cardboard a bit more sort of waterproof, as it were. I mean, I'm obviously going to paint it with acrylic paint, and then I'll put Mod Podge on it and stuff. But for now, that is it. And yeah, I've got another 5 hides to do. So yeah, I'm going to get on and paint this one. Okay, so I've mixed up some paint. Yeah, again, it's that burnt umber, that brown paint with silver and a bit of white as well. So yeah, I'm just going to get on and paint this. So as you can see, I've painted all this up like a sort of darkish brown sort of colour, and I've also painted the top because I wanted it to look like a log stump sort of hide. So I've done the top bit like a lighter colour, and as I say, everything else is sort of dark brown. So what I'm going to do now is do like a sort of little wood grain, you know, like the rings that you get when you see a cut down tree. I just wanted to add some sort of wood effect and some, you know, tree rings basically. So I'm going to get on and do that. So I've just mixed up some white, brown, yellow and gold to make this colour. So as I say, I'm just going to sort of put that round there in little ring shapes. Right, so now I'm going to be adding the like grassy effect that, you know, I normally do along here, and just sort of applying some moss up the side and things like that as well. So yeah, I'm going to get on and do that. So I still have some of these cute sort of foamy mushrooms left, so I think what I'm going to do is put a couple on each of the hides that I've made. Let's move it out of the way. So yeah, so I'm going to put like a couple sort of here and here. I will be balancing the basket hide on top of these hides as well, so I'm going to cut the mushrooms quite short and just stick them on with super glue, and yeah, and then that'll be that all completed. So yeah, I'm pleased with how they've turned out. Okay, so these are my finished little tree stump hides. So let's do a close up there. So these are just all very uniform, you know, they're not sort of different from one another like my other hides, but yeah, so they're all complete and I'm looking forward to putting them in my snakes tanks. Right, so I've got this postal tube and it is 3 inches wide compared to the other ones, which are only like 1.5 or 2 inches, something like that wide. So these are extra wide postal tubes, and I've cut a little section out just so that obviously when I lift up like that the snake will fall out the bottom. Well, not fall out the bottom, but you know what I mean. I'll be able to sort of get them out the tube easier, so that's why I've sort of cut that section out and stuff. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is just cover it in masking tape, my usual, and then I'll get on and paint it. So as you can see, I have covered the postal tube in masking tape, so that's that all done. And now what I'm going to do is just give it a lick of paint. So using black, white and brown, I've mixed together this little concoction. So it's like a real light brown, sort of grey. It looks like a light brown on the camera, but it's actually sort of a little bit more grey as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to put that on the log. So as you can see, I've added some darker sort of like I don't know, darker brown paint lines, just to make it look a bit like there's bark, you know, make it look a bit woody. So now what I'm going to do with this green paint, which I've mixed a little bit of black into, I'm going to put some like moss effect yet again on here. So yeah, I'm going to get on and do that. Right, so I've got these mushrooms here, and yet again I'm going to just cut them down to size and just put them along here. So as you can see, all these logs have been finished now. So I've just got those there, those two, then those two, and then those two. So that's 6 altogether, and yeah, they're all complete, and I'm really loving how they've turned out. So as you can see from that video, I really did enjoy making those hides. It took me about 3 weeks to get them all completed. So it was a week per sort of set of hides, because as you can see, I've got their box hide that I've sort of revamped and put some little flowers around the sides and little mushrooms and stuff around the sides and on the top and everything. And I always like to sort of top it off with a bit of painted on moss. I would use like I don't know whether real moss would be, but you know, that kind of fake stuff that you can get. I would put that on it, but then yet again, if they poop on it, that's not very wipe clean. So my aim is to make something that kind of looks quite natural, and as I say, cottagecore. And yeah, so I like to sort of make it all like that and then cover it in Mod Podge, which is just, you know, you apply, I think I applied about 2 layers on the inside and outside of all of the hides, just to sort of make it poopy proof, as it were. I mean, it might not necessarily be waterproof, but it's definitely poopy proof. So I had to actually get rid of Athene's old hide quite a while ago, because with her sort of looking for somewhere to lay her eggs, she just kept tipping up that box hide and putting it in the water dish. So what I've done is, the box hides are a little bit smaller than the old ones, but they will fit in them because there's plenty of room. You know how small snakes can make themselves, you know, when they sort of put themselves into little nooks and crannies. So yeah, so they'll be fine in there. They'll be absolutely fine. So I know that they all fit in those hides because they've all been in the little tree stump hides before that I've made for them. They've been in the box hides. They really love those, and peeping out and everything. And the log hide that I made, normally when I make those log hides, it's with postal tubes that are about maybe 2 inches in size, something like that. And I think the ones that I got with, I think they were 3, maybe 4 inches wide. So just that bit bigger, for them to sort of have a bit more room and to manoeuvre about if they want to use their tubes and things, just to go about their tank and whatnot. So yeah, this girl, she's like obsessed with my face. I don't know why. It's so weird. So yeah, I really did enjoy making all those hides, and I'm hoping that you've enjoyed sort of watching me make them, and you'll get some ideas maybe. So as you know, with my older snakes, I do have the cottagecore theme going on, and obviously with my hoggies, I went for the deserty, sort of dry, arid land kind of theme, and I've gone with obviously the Egyptian theme as well, which I love. So yeah, as I say, I'm hoping it's given you some inspiration inspiration and ideas and whatnot, just to sort of jazz up your own reptiles enclosures and whatnot. So yeah, and if you have got anything out of this, then please like and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, please hit that bell notification and click all so you get notifications for all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then just pop them in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from myself and the squiggly Apollonia, there we go. There we go. It is goodbye, and we'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.